Bryan Bowen is an actor, playwright, and a storyteller. He's living right now in the Lower East Side. Excuse me. He's been seen telling stories at the Moth, Nights of Our Lives, and Adam Wade from the New Hampshire show. And actually, Adam has his solo show, which called a private, I'm sorry, public-private prayer. Sorry. Yes, and that show debuted at the Solacom at the Heat back in fall, and hopes are up that his show is going to return when theaters will open again. And please welcome marvelous Grand Bowen again.
Oh man, thank you so much, Anna. Muted again? There we go. Live streaming, everybody. There we go. All right. So if there's one thing I love doing is tripping you guys up with an alliterative solo show title. But here we go. When I was 7 years old, I played on my church's intramural basketball league. And there was one game in particular where the score was tight. We were in the final minutes of the third quarter. We were on offense, and I ended up with the ball in my hands. And I turn, and I see the seconds ticking down on the clock, and I decide I'm going to take the risk. I shoot from half court with 3 seconds left on the clock, and it goes in. We get 3 points ahead. The crowd goes nuts. My team goes nuts. I'm like, yeah, we did it. And the coach is like, actually, there's a whole other quarter to play, but you helped. Great job. And we ended up winning that game. That ended up, to this day, that is still one of my greatest athletic achievements, which is saying something because I've never been much of an athlete. You can tell because I'm doing this. But here's the thing. I'm from Gardendale, Alabama, and that's the kind of town where if you're a boy and you want any degree of popularity, you'd better be some kind of athlete, which is why it was surprising to me when I was registering for my freshman year of high school, and I saw that I was only required 1 gym credit to graduate. This meant that I only had to take a gym class for 1 semester, not even a full school year. And then I didn't have to for the rest of the full 4 years. And on the one hand, this was appealing to me because I was more interested in like taking choir or theater, speech and debate, classes like that. But then I thought about the social ramifications of it, because gym class was one of the only places I could be seen doing anything athletic. Like, sure, I wasn't entirely unathletic. I had been on the wrestling team in middle school and I was moving on to the varsity team, but nobody came to those matches. Like the wrestling program didn't get the kind of attention that the football program got. I mean, hell, it's Alabama. Nothing got the kind of attention that the football program got, except maybe Jesus Christ, and that's a big maybe. So I thought to myself, maybe I should stick it out and keep taking gym class for the remaining 4 years, just so I don't get seen as some kind of wimp or something. Plus, I mean, what's wrong with trying to stay in shape? So we get to the big day. It's my first day of high school. I'm really nervous because I want to make a good first impression, but at the same time, I'm really excited to be in this like cool phase of my life. And, you know, I'm looking forward to finding out who I'm going to be in the middle of all this. So I get through my first couple of classes, and then it's time for gym. I go to the locker room. I awkwardly strip down and change into gym clothes in front of the rest of my classmates. And then we meet the coach on the basketball court. The coach has us start off doing some physical exercises like jumping jacks, sprints, stuff like that. And then he has us all sit on the bleachers while he wheels out this rack of basketballs. And he goes, all right, here's what we're going to do. Everyone's going to come out on the court and grab a basketball. I need everyone here to shoot 5 baskets. Once you're done, you're going to sit back down on the bleachers and you're going to wait for everyone else to finish. Once everyone, and I mean everyone, shoots 5 baskets, then you guys have the rest of the period to do whatever you want. And so I look at the basketballs, and I look at the hoop, and I think back to my glorious moment when I made that shot when I was 7. And I think, oh, I could do this. I'm going to prove myself and look really cool on my first day. So the coach blows the whistle. We scramble. We're all trying to grab basketballs. Some kids grab them immediately. Others have to wait and catch them on the rebound. We're trying to make shots from all points of the basketball court. I'm catching balls when I can. I'm taking shots. And after multiple attempts, shot after shot after shot after shot, I make one basket. And that's when I think, oh, maybe this isn't going to be as easy as I thought. And so I keep shooting balls. I keep missing. Now some of my classmates are finishing before me, so they're starting to sit back down on the bleachers. After just as many exhausting attempts, I make my second basket. And this is where the scope of my memory starts to broaden. And I realize that this one magical moment from when I was 7 was just an isolated incident out of an entire season where I was not the best player on the team. In fact, one could make the argument that I am not a good basketball player. So now here I am trying to figure out what I'm going to do to get out of this situation. I keep shooting. More and more of my classmates are going back to the bleachers. I'm thinking, this isn't happening. This isn't happening. But then it happens. I am now the only guy left on that basketball court. And I have only made 3 baskets. I need to make 2 more. And that's when a voice from the bleachers shouts, "Come on, Bowen!" And then another voice joins in, "Yeah, Bowen, come on, hurry up!" And this grows and grows until it is a chorus of teenage boys yelling, "Come on, Bowen," at me in a tone that I can't make out if it's encouragement or irritation, but chances are it's probably both. Because either way, they're stuck waiting on me to finish before they can do anything else. So I'm taking more shots. They're still yelling at me, which is just making me more anxious and unfocused, which of course makes me miss the shots I'm taking, and I'm mortified. The only way this could be more embarrassing is if I had been naked. And keep in mind, I had just been stripping down in front of these guys in the locker room, so we weren't that far removed from that situation. So finally, after what feels like forever, I make those last 2 baskets. And the coach is like, "Okay, free period, you guys do what you want." And we scatter. Some keep playing basketball, some run to the climbing rope, some are trying to hide so they can get away with doing nothing. I make a beeline straight for the bathroom. And once I'm in there, I just start crying. I just start bawling my eyes out, because this is the most humiliating thing that could have happened on my first day of high school. So once I calm down, I go to the sink and I wash my face. And in that moment, I decide that I am not signing up for gym class again after this semester. I was still figuring out who I was in all of this, but I had just gotten a very harsh reminder of who I wasn't. Thank you.
Bravo, bravo.
Thank you.